Got big dreams and serious ambition, but let's be real, you're stuck. Stuck in bad habits and never hitting your goals. Not because you're lazy, you know what you need to do, you've played it out in your mind 100 times. But when it's time to actually move, you stall, you freeze. And then comes the guilt, the frustration, the whole "what's wrong with me" spiral. The first and most important step to getting unstuck is you have to make a decision to change. You're not broken and you're not lazy. You're just overwhelmed. Those big goals, they look amazing on paper but feel like mountains in your head. And when everything feels like too much, it's easier to do nothing than risk doing it wrong. But the way out, it's not some giant leap. It's tiny, doable steps that build real momentum. Suddenly you're procrastinating for weeks. But laziness isn't who you are. It's just a habit. Your brain's not sabotaging you on purpose. It's trying to dodge what feels overwhelming or uncomfortable. It chooses the easy stuff, the familiar stuff, the "I'll do it later" lie. You're not lazy, you're just stuck in a cycle. You're stuck in inertia. Inertia is the tendency of an object to resist any change in its motion. Inertia. If something is at rest, it wants to stay at rest. If something is moving, it wants to keep moving, unless something, a force, makes it stop or change direction. Like when you're lying on the couch and just can't seem to get up, that's inertia at play. Once you start, even just a little, it's easier to keep going. That's why small actions matter more than we think. And cycles can be broken. Start small. Make it ridiculously easy to begin. Step 1. Break it down until it's doable. Your brain resists big, unclear tasks. So break them into steps that feel too easy to skip. Want to start a podcast? Write down 3 possible episode titles. That's it. Want to run a 5K? Just walk for 5 minutes today. Want to clean your apartment? Start with just clearing one surface, maybe your desk or nightstand. Step 2. Create easy routines. Let's be real, starting is the hardest part. Not because the task is impossible, but because in our minds, we've already made it a mountain. We overthink it, blow it up, and before we know it, we're chasing quick dopamine fixes instead. Scrolling, binge-watching, snacking, anything but starting. Why? Because our brains are wired to avoid discomfort, and starting feels uncomfortable. You don't need willpower. What you need are easy, automatic routines that lower resistance. Want to work out? Don't wait to feel motivated. Just put your sneakers by the bed. That's it. One small setup, and suddenly the decision is half made. The goal is to make starting stupidly simple, because once you start, momentum takes over. You're more likely to keep going after starting. Step 3. The 2-minute rule. Starting is the hardest part, not finishing. Not even staying consistent, just starting. Your brain will throw every excuse at you. I'm too tired, I'll do it later, what's 2 minutes gonna do? But 2 minutes can change everything. The 2-minute rule is simple. Pick a task, do it for just 2 minutes, and then stop if you want. No pressure to keep going. The win is that you started. But here's the trick. Momentum builds from there. Once you're in motion, you keep going. Momentum kicks in. You don't need motivation, you need motion. Just enough to get over the resistance. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Need to work out? Stretch for 2 minutes? Want to write that book? Type 1 sentence? That's it. You're not committing to hours, you're committing to starting. And here's your bonus cheat code. Add a small reward after completing your 2-minute. Seriously, treat yourself a little along the way. Eat a cookie, play your favorite song. Clean for 2 minutes, take a break. Positive reinforcement builds motivation. You're training yourself to like the feeling of follow-through. The goal? Make starting easy. Make finishing feel good. Want to know the book that finally broke my procrastination cycle? Tap the link in the description. It's a game changer. And hey, like, comment, and subscribe if you're serious about rewiring your mindset.